to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the Cowboys. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know it. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. Tom Brady, and they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs. And it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On the draw, they give to Harvey. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. Well, anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that drop before it could get started.
8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Harvey once more. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. Up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016, who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, 40, 26.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
It is caught at the 20. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
First down, here's Dak. His fine Schoonmaker, complete. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one doesn't get him much, give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. George Pickens the touchdown. Finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a pop. Offensively, when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Harvey now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Slot man's in motion right. 2nd down, give to Harvey. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. It's the Cowboys out in front. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Right past the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Yeah! There we go! What do you think?
Running right, it's Williams. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit, as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Prescott here from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards.
They'll throw, third and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. It's going to bring up fourth down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Nix with it on first. Dumps this one off to Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think a yard or two short of the 20 here. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Harvey gets it on the counter, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
The tackle by Harvey and overshoot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This is tough run. In this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Hold on a sec.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go.
To throw, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Prescott. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He's got it inside the 10. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
You know, that's a call I'll see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch them off guard, the chances for success are extremely low. Can't do it.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Tries one back across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys.
Oh man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. The Cowboys about set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
There we go.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott will look to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Blitz coming, Dak. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 38-yard look here.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Harvey now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Broncos taking the field for the final time in this 1st half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He's him on the quick hitter. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Broncos first down.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Portland Sutton, the man he was after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Portland Sutton, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Nix from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
6 yards. And it's 4th down.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back, and our blankets of rain have not let up. We've got a drenched field out there. Gonna be an interesting 2nd half here. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they really lean on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Yeah!
2nd half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah!
Working from the pistol, Prescott. It's Pickens on the slant. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Yeah, here we go!
Now Prescott. He put everything he had into this one. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down. Play action, Prescott. And he's going to try another deep one here. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Here's Nix to throw. Will finds his back. Harvey. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Here he goes, 3rd and long. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance.
Here we go.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That's good for a Cowboy.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And some nice running there. Gets him 8. 3rd down coming up.
Riley Moss on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd
They
and
stay on the ground with Williams. He's across the 20, still going. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake.
And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos running their offense out once again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Dive play straight ahead. And he will have have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So first down from the 41.
First down, Broncos.
Back-to-back carries here. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Willie Cooker with the tackle. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They give it to him again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Broncos ball, and they've got to erase that deficit if they want to win this title. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Nix. He has the first over the middle. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. Gets it to him on the screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Once more, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Up the duck they go with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Cowboys, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. Direct snap to the up man. He's going to push for it. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
The Broncos offense all set to go. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready. Right here, right.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, they need 7. Nix now to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he gets back to the line, but no more. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. They'll throw for it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
And it is a new era for the Dallas Cowboys. At long last, they are Super Bowl champions once again. Well, Brock, as 53 players celebrate amidst the confetti and applause right now, we got to tip our cap to the one who's led this group all season. Only 2 rookie head coaches had ever taken their teams to a Super Bowl win, and now today a 3rd one joins them.
Yeah, every team has a chance to usher in a new era. When they make a change at head coach, we see it all the time. But it all comes down to choosing the right leader to bring in. No doubt now, this was a perfect person to steer this ship and bring out the very best from this roster. And together, they were able to achieve something only a small fraction of players and coaches ever get to experience.
Commissioner Goodell ready to make the presentation as the Lombardi Trophy returns to the Dallas Cowboys, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.